Millie Weaver reporting for Infowars.com. Many people have criticized Donald Trump for his frequent use of Twitter rather than using the mainstream media. But can you blame him? Donald Trump has some pretty epic and awesome tweets on Twitter, so I'm going to be covering his tweets once a week and compiling his most epic tweets to share with you guys. These are some that I compiled. Let's take a look. If my many supporters acted and threatened people like those who lost the election are doing, they would be scorned and called terrible names. This reminds me of just recently when Donald's daughter, Ivanka Trump, was on a plane flight and was harassed and scorned for being Donald Trump's daughter. Could you imagine if it were Hillary Clinton's daughter? Could you imagine the left would be completely going wild on that? I mean, we're just seeing this over and over again. There have been threats made against Trump supporters and all kinds of nastiness coming from the left, and the left could care less because they're the ones doing it. I would have done even better in the election, if that is possible, if the winner was based on the popular vote, but would campaign differently. I really like this tweet from Donald because he's making a very, very valid point. The rules of the campaign were set out in advance. So he strategically planned to win the Electoral College votes, and that's what he did. If he knew that he had to achieve the popular vote, he would have campaigned differently. He would have picked different states. He would have done it completely differently, and he probably, and I really think he would have, won the popular vote. I have not heard any of the pundits or commentators discussing the fact that I spent far less money on the win than Hillary on the loss. This just goes to show that Donald Trump is a business-minded man, and he knows how to get the most out of his dollar. He thinks of it from a perspective as running a business. She's thinking things through from the perspective of a politician, a career politician. She's just using lobbyist money and money from foreign interests and et cetera, et cetera. So this is just more of why Donald Trump is actually going to be better for balancing America's budget. Someone incorrectly stated that the phrase "drain the swamp" was no longer being used by me. Actually, we will always be trying to DTS, drain the swamp. Yeah, this is more sad attempts out there to try and make it look like Donald Trump is veering from his campaign pledges. This is not the first time there's been an attack in this regard. It's almost as though some think tank thought it up because it's a constant attack and a constant phrase that's trying to be used to try and say, oh, he's veering from his campaign pledges. He's not going to do what he said he's going to do, just to try and instill doubt in his followers. Well, good luck, mainstream media, with that, because how far has it gotten you so far? Not very. These so-called A-list celebrities are all wanting ticks to the inauguration. But look what they did for Hillary. Nothing. Nothing. I want the people. Now, this is really cool. This is why we all love Donald Trump, because he wants the people. He doesn't want the A-list celebrities. They're going to go and do campaign ads. They all got paid to do like little puppets for Hillary Clinton saying, vote for Hillary. You should listen to me because I'm a celebrity. Therefore, my opinion's more valid than yours and more important than yours. No, it's not. The people, the one who are actually supporting your careers, their opinions are more valid and more important than yours. The American people wanted the candidate that wanted to represent the people and not the corporate interests, not the celebrities, not the rich elite. The terrorist who killed so many people in Germany said just before crime, "By God's will, we will slaughter you pigs. I swear we will slaughter you." This is a purely religious threat, which turned into reality. Such hatred. When will the U.S. and all countries fight back? I really respect this tweet from Donald Trump because he has the courage to say what's not politically correct to say anymore. What Hillary Clinton would refuse to say, what Obama refuses to say, that there is radical Islamic extremism and that it is a problem in our country right now, and it is a problem in the European countries that have let in refugees from these war-torn countries where terrorists run rampant, killing people. They let them in unvetted. How foolish can we be? Donald Trump knows that this is a mistake, and he's willing to acknowledge it. But the mainstream media recently, when this attack happened in Germany, just tried to make it out to seem as though it was just, oh, a car crash. You know, anything they could try to do to try and downplay it and avoid those words that there was an Islamic extremist attack again. Respect to Donald Trump for continuing to speak the truth and call out truth. Now this one is probably my favorite. Vladimir Putin said today about Hillary and Dems, in my opinion, it's humiliating. One must be able to lose with dignity. So true. Donald Trump has not even been the president of the United States yet. He's not even the one calling the shots yet. And people are already having such criticisms and trying to make up any and every excuse that he didn't actually win fair and square. Like, oh, the Russians hacked the election. Oh, fake news is the reason Donald Trump won. Donald Trump was actually going out there speaking to the American people and addressing their needs and coming up with solutions to make a change and a difference for them. That's why Donald Trump won. And if you can't stand up and be respectful and knock off this hashtag not my president stuff, then I don't know what to say to you rather than stop humiliating yourself. Stop humiliating yourself. That's all I have to say. So this is probably why this is one of my favorite Donald Trump tweets of the week. Stay tuned, guys, because Donald is on fire on Twitter. This is Millie Weaver signing off for Infowars.com.